Yo, what is up, America? Welcome into your new favorite sports morning show. This is Wake Up Barstool. One of your hosts, T-Bob Hebert. Today's crew, a very apropos crew, as we got to talk about last night's game. We got our guy Big Cat, we got Eddie, we got Nikki, we got Stephen Cheah. To say the mood is a bit thorny might be an understatement. As if you're a Bears fan especially, but really for all of us. Last night's Monday Night Football game, pretty ass. Especially considering the phenomenal Sunday night game that we were treated to. That was maybe one of the craziest takeaways for somebody without a rooting interest, and we'll get into the game itself. But to go from watching the two best at their craft in Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen to then J.J. McCarthy and Caleb Williams last night, it was rough. It was whiplash-inducing. It's like watching The Dark Knight and then going to like a European indie movie film festival. Like, it's still artistic merit there, but not nearly as fun. We're going to dive into it all today. We got Supreme Debate coming back as well. That's going to be a ton of fun. We got Week 1 underreactions later show. We got Big Cat's NFL Power Rankings. And, Dan, we'll start with you, man. You've already wished ill will on Nikki's flight.
That was crazy. That was crazy, and I don't want to air you out on national television.
I didn't wish ill will.
I have a flight after this.
Yeah.
And what did you say?
I don't even remember.
You went like this.
I can't recall.
You went like this. Hope it goes well.
Yeah, that's the most terribly
hope it goes well.
You don't say
Hope it goes well.
With a shrug and a...
Hope it goes well.
It's the most terribly obvious thing I've ever heard. It's pregnant.
Hope everyone in this room survives the day.
Okay.
That's really nice.
I don't know if
that's
it's
really
good.
Nice
Listen, we're all lucky to be alive. You got to count every day that you're above ground, and today might be the end of one of us.
So let's unpack this a bit.
I'm lashing out. That was not the Bears are the same Bears that they always have been. That was just It was so disappointing, but it was also so expected. Eddie, we were watching the game together. I said it with right after the pick six. I was like, "Hey, look, it's 17-6 in this game. The Bears should be up by more because they were actually able to do something in the first half offensively. The Vikings weren't." And you just knew that the tide was gonna change. The offense couldn't move the ball after the first drive. Caleb Williams does not look any better than he did last year.
No.
He does not look like he processes the field any better than he did last year. Ben Johnson made some mistakes. There was penalties. There was a bad call, which we can't blame. The not kicking it out of bounds at the end of the game to save some more time. It was just a mess. The Bears stink.
Yeah, I said it when we walked in. You walk in and you just get the look from everyone like,
yeah,
how are you doing?
How are you? You know, like you did something stupid last night. And
well, we did.
I know.
We thought the Bears were going to be different.
I know, and we're the worst to ever do it. The Bears are the worst to ever do it. And the part that hurts me the most, and I acknowledge that I said on this show 4 days ago and said that I would be patient to John Gruden. We had that conversation.
Yeah.
That happened on this show. And the difference is today was J.J. McCarthy looked like a toddler who was lost at Target in the first half.
Yeah. First three quarters, he had 66 yards going into the fourth.
The look behind his eye, he had no answers. He was in way over his head. And it was like, okay, the expectations have raised today because he looks so bad.
Yeah.
And our guy has 17 games under his belt. We should win.
Yeah. J.J. McCarthy was in hell in the first half.
Yes.
And he came out of hell and took the Vikings down the field 3 different times. I agree with you. I'm trying not to. I at least slept on it because last night, if we were doing this show right after the game, I would have been like, "It's all over. Fire everyone!" Like I would have, and the Bajent meter would have been out of control.
We love Tyson.
The Bajent meter would have been out of control, but I did have at least like 4 or 5 hours of sleep to be able to think about it. Gonna have some more patience, but that was a bad night. It was a bad night, and more than anything, Caleb Williams has not gotten better, and that's the disappointing part. That's the part that I walk away with.
I had nightmares of that throw to DJ Moore.
Oh, my God.
The fourth down.
Oh, my God.
The sail, and just completely.
Oh, my God.
And maybe that's the most disappointing part. It's like, okay, look, I get scripted drives, and they executed great coming out the gate, but
By the way, not to interrupt you, the scripted drive wasn't that great anyway.
Yeah, is there a chance, though, that's the highlight of your year?
It could very well be. I know that it was fun to watch, but think about what the scripted drive was. There was a lot of checkdowns. There was a lot of Caleb Williams making plays with his feet. It wasn't like it was, in rhythm, guys that were streaking down the sideline, up the seams. It wasn't complicated football, and that was the best they looked, and they didn't look like that basically for the entirety of the rest of the game.
But that was also the thing that the announcers beat us into submission with last night was like, Ben Johnson wants him to check it down. 70% completion. They told us over and over and over again. And then as the game started to get away from him, he looked like he fell into some of those old habits of trying to push, trying to make plays, and he just got more and more inaccurate. I mean, it's crazy how the two quarterbacks just had inverse storylines this game.
He's just late on his reads. He can't like that DJ Moore pass, that was just a late read. You know what I mean? Like he sees him late, and that's why that was a great throw. That was on the first drive.
Yeah. Look at that.
But DJ Moore, he had that. That was a wide open miss. But look, I don't know if we have the actual DJ Moore one. That was a great catch by Cole Kmet. He just looks like he's looking in the flat, and then he sees DJ Moore late, and then what happens is he's like, the window's about to close. I got to make sure I put it up high, and then he just misses him.
Yeah, that was the last painted nail in the coffin.
Oh, listen, hey, the nails were for. Are you gonna make fun of the nails?
No.
Anyone want to make fun of the nails?
I didn't make fun of the nails.
Anyone want to make fun of the nails in this room?
I saw what the nails were for.
It was suicide prevention. So go ahead, make fun of the nails, Cheah.
No, I mean you can make fun of the hand that the nails are on that you can't throw and hit a wide open receiver towards the end of the game. The nails, I didn't have a problem with.
Make fun of the hand they're on.
I have a problem with Cheah anyway because he said the Bucs looked very good on Sunday. That's crazy. That is crazy.
They didn't look very good.
He didn't say very good. They barely beat the Falcons.
Falcons might be good. Michael Penix looks pretty good.
Yeah, he does.
Some of the throws I saw Baker make in the fourth quarter, I'd give up my firstborn.
Oh, of course. I'm not saying Baker's not good, and that fourth quarter was great, but very good. That was not a very good Bucs performance.
Yeah, sure.
But he's not about that. Back to the Bears. It's just bad. He can't see the field. It's very frustrating to watch.
What would you think his ceiling is? Like, do you think he could be as good as who's the Jets quarterback?
Justin Fields.
He
looked good on Sunday,
dude.
Dude.
Damn good.
Could you imagine Justin Fields in a Ben Johnson offense?
I hope no one watching this is in an airport right now is going to Columbus later.
There might be like at least one superstitious person that cancels their flight. The 3 o'clock out of O'Hare to Columbus.
I'm actually not mad at you for saying that because I said that to Eddie last night. I was like, do we get a little bit less slow? Justin Fields. I'm not going to go all the way there. Look, we did say we were going to be patient, and it is week 1, and there was a ton of penalties.
12 penalties for 127. 4 false starts is insane.
But even the sloppiness, I get that's going to come with it. But like I said, it's the fact that J.J. McCarthy looked like he was lost, and the fact that he sailed so many throws. That's where you pull the panic button and be like, what is going on?
Yeah, he looked bad. He has not gotten better.
J.J. McCarthy, when he threw that pick 6 in the third, right? Like, for him, and I guess...
That was one of the worst throws
It was terrible. And we should talk about it from the Vikings' perspective a bit, too, here, because this was a massive win. But to reach this point, to open the second half, you're off in the first half, you throw a pick 6, almost any human being is just cooked there.
Yeah.
Your confidence is shot. You're Sam Darnold. You're seeing ghosts. For him to enter the fourth with 56 passing yards and then put together the throws that he did when it mattered most to come up with the rushing touchdown at the end, I think this is being parroted by a lot of people today, but that does show some of the intangible stuff that they beat us over the head with JJ.
I was very
to find that
impressed with
toughness.
Yeah, O'Connell said at halftime, he said he looked at him in the eyes and he said, hey, you're going to win this game for us.
Wow.
And he said the look in JJ's eye, he could tell that he's
So that's just another NFC North quarterback that they got right.
Yeah.
Like someone else got it right.
Same draft class as us?
Yeah, same draft class.
Don't worry, we're gonna. Actually, let's just go there now.
Sure.
I feel like we've originally arrived here. So me and Nikki have been in the studio for a while, and much to the displeasure of our executive producer, who is also a Bears fan, I told him, I presume, like, oh, Nick just had a great idea. We're going to redraft. We're going to
He's already mad at me. It was a joint
idea.
idea.
It was a joint idea. It was a joint idea. I don't want you playing Crash.
Matt came up with this idea?
No,
Yes.
No, because I actually appreciate Matt, our producer, because he's in a bad mood this morning.
He's in such a bad mood.
And it's because of the Bears, so that's good.
No.
And he wears that.
I told Matt this, and I'm like, this is a great idea. And Matt goes, after one game? But yes, it's exactly what we're going to do. After one game, 6 2024 NFL quarterbacks drafted, guys. Let's just give them a ranking.
I have to make a text message on TV.
Let's give them a ranking right now.
Let's have Stephen Cheah go first.
Cheah, who's number 1 out of the 6?
I mean, you have to go Jaden Daniels.
Got to be Jaden Daniels. He's awesome. He's incredible. He's unbelievable. Even like Sunday, like
I'm texting right now. Go ahead, keep talking because I need to. I would like to do a draft after this.
Are you getting the number from his fingers?
So Jaden won because like even Sunday, Jaden wasn't necessarily statistically great, but you can feel him like control the game. I felt. Who's 2? Nix. I don't love Bo Nix.
I don't love Bo Nix either. If we're gonna actually do this, let's just do this, Eddie. Jaden Daniels easily 1. Bo Nix probably 2.
I think so.
I probably would take my JJ McCarthy.
I like Penix too. I mean,
I have Penix 3 on my list.
Okay.
There's no Drake May love?
No,
I've May at 5. Why are we impressed by Drake May?
No,
I kind of feel like I'm
agree.
being gaslit.
I agree with that.
Like what has Drake May done to make me feel like, oh, Drake May's good?
Patriots fans
He
are
looks
so
awful.
excited about not having Mac Jones anymore. They're shoving it down your throat.
Again, like we said last week, there's never been a more unexciting athlete to hitch your wagon to than Mac Jones.
I think,
so anything feels good after Mac Jones.
I think the real story is is there a chance that there's 4 really good starters in that draft?
Yes.
And Caleb Williams going 1-1 overall was just like such a mess because I obviously Jaden Daniels is a bona fide star. Michael Penix looks good.
Yeah.
Bo Nix had a good first season, not a good week 1.
He's just in a great situation though. Like Nix is going to win because he has Peyton in the Broncos.
And then JJ McCarthy, like there could be 4 guys who, four like stars in an NFL draft is like unheard of. That doesn't happen.
And especially quarterbacks.
Right.
No, normally it's like a 50-50 affair. Oh, I
Right.
missed the coin flip. That sucks. So how does that feel?
It feels bad. I don't know what you want to say,
Horrible.
T-Bob.
Horrible.
It feels as bad as you getting drunk in front of Dave on Saturday night.
I know.
That's how bad it feels.
That's gotta feel bad.
Look.
I thought I was not gonna have to use that until like hour 2.
When I'm
But I had to do it.
When I'm breathing through the oxygen mask on the plane, I'm going to be smiling.
Look, okay. Yes. Did I get too drunk Saturday on the gambling stream? Yes. That's on me. Professional workplace.
T-Bob doesn't know that
Will not happen again.
We become like cornered cats when the Bears have these
You broke
games.
that glass.
Yeah.
Okay, can I say
I will
this?
scratch and claw my way out of this corner.
Can
and
I
try
say
to
this?
hurt everyone with me.
Can I say this, though?
Yeah.
In that same vein, I think it was more about Michigan losing. I think it was more about Michigan.
Yeah,
I understand
of
I'm not going to do that
course,
in the
of course,
workplace.
of
I'm not
course.
going to do that in the workplace.
It was definitely about Michigan losing, but
That was about Michigan losing. I was having a great time watching CFB drinking red wine. I apologize. Let he who has not gotten drunk watching college football cast the first stone.
Yeah. Matt, do we have my redraft? Can we do my redraft?
Oh, I
Is it
don't.
allowed? Drafting Ways to Die. Flight Crash or Kill doing stand-up comedy. Dick, what are you doing? What are you doing later today?
It's one thing saying it, but seeing it in print, that's an actual attack. I think I could pursue some sort of legal action.
For the viewers today, what are you about to do?
This
You're about to take a flight and do some stand-up comedy?
maybe.
You guys want to do draft? Let's do
that-
draft. Let's just do draft.
This is because your football team lost week 1. You're wishing death
Yeah, also
upon a young man.
like he has to watch a West Virginia team that just lost to Ohio.
Yeah, no.
I have to watch a Saints team that is featuring Spencer Rattler.
Yeah, but
That's the guy
LSU
we're
is
hitching our
good.
wagon
LSU 's
to.
good.
Maybe. Clemson
No,
looked
they could be
awful.
good. Yeah.
And LSU sucked against La Tech, dude.
Yeah.
Chay's over there just sitting fat and happy.
Well, Cheah
winning the
doesn't
division
count.
5 years in a row.
He's not a real human being. If the Bucks had lost, he still would be like, "Oh, they're the best team in the
He's
NFL."
the king of silver linings.
Yeah, he would
I'd
be able
be pretty bummed if the Bucks lost. we're in a good spot right now. The division stinks.
Right, just
look at that, so smug.
What is the silver lining for the Bears last night? There isn't one.
Well, hold on. Let's do this then. Let's ruminate on this. Let's go to break. When we come back, we'll try to find a little silver lining, inject a little optimism, maybe make peace among the boys here, and then
I'm perfectly fine. I just want to say that I'm calmer than ever.
You seem like it. That's very convincing. More Wake Up Barstool next here on FS1. What up, y'all? Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool here on FS1, 7 to 9 a.m. Look at this. It's a happy group of guys.
I'd like to just, on the record, not apologize for anything that happened in the first segment.
On the record. No. Okay.
Like Final Destination?
See, you didn't even have to say that.
Final Destination wise, like what's the worst thing? Like a light falls on you on the set or what?
What I mean?
Wow.
What did I do?
Because you got a haircut.
Why are we?
That's
why
right.
Are we,
I changed.
Yeah, like the stage. What's the worst thing?
For me?
Yeah. Is it stand up or plank? I'm doing the other.
The tanning bed.
Oh, yeah, the tanning bed, yeah.
For me, it was always a classic. It was Final Destination 1 in the shower with the little towel string.
Oh, yeah.
And then it gets wrapped around his
Yeah.
neck.
It's a tough
Just,
one.
I used to scare me. You see Stephen Cheah over there. Look at the sign behind him. Couple additions to the set here, okay? We now have our island time clock, guys. Check that out.
Where's the island time?
What's island?
Look at the pink sticky note.
Okay.
And what time's on there?
5
5
o'clock.
o'clock.
Hey, there we
Oh,
go.
it doesn't
baby.
change.
Let's go. And then also 0 days since the FCC violation, as our fearless leader.
That
let one go
island time
yesterday.
clock is so lame. That's such a lame.
What? It's 5 o'clock.
Yeah,
somewhere?
no, well,
Oh,
you
okay.
guys.
What
not
if the
today.
Bears had won?
I would have been like, that's cool. Let's all get a margarita. No, that's lame.
No island time in my life.
Okay.
No time
Yep,
for island.
not funny at all. Lame.
Okay. Before we get to silver linings, then what a positive show. Look, positive vibes only. See it right there. Worst fourth quarter collapse, and I kind of love this in that again. The Sunday night game was an Oscar-winning epic, and last night's game deserved a Razzie, right? And yet, they both featured somewhat similar storylines with the teams absolutely giving it away in the fourth. Which one is worse maybe of the season going forward? Who is feeling worse, Bears or Ravens fans right now?
Well, the worst one is the Ravens. That's not even close. Because the Bears were to be expected, and you saw it coming because you knew the Bears couldn't move the ball offensively. So it was like, this is going to happen. It's just at what point is it going to happen? The Ravens, they had, when you're up, what was it, 15?
15. I think teams in like over 2,000 games in that scenario, teams had come back 3 times.
Yeah, the Ravens should have won that game. The Ravens also went away from what the Ravens do in the fact that they didn't go for it on that 4th and 2.
Yeah, that's crazy.
With like a minute and a half left when Josh Allen was moving the ball at will. So I think that's way worse for the Ravens than the Bears.
But it's against Josh Allen compared to a guy who played football professionally for 30 minutes beforehand.
Also, Also, the Bears' final score makes it look a lot closer. We scored with 2 minutes left. We were down 10. We almost lost by double digits. That
Yeah,
wasn't
that's
even
true.
a collapse.
That's true.
We ended up getting kind of pasted in the second half.
When you look at that box score and you see 21 in the fourth quarter, it's gasping even though I watched it happen.
Yeah. All right, so you think it was Bears?
I mean, for me personally, of course, yes.
Yeah, no, I'm
But
trying to
it's-
remove
in
the
effect, yeah, I mean-
subjectivity, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be the game of the year, so.
Yeah.
I think it's a matter of expectation, though. Like, the Ravens are expected, they're a Super Bowl favorite.
Yes.
So for them to collapse like that is way worse.
And the way the Ravens were running the ball down the Bills' throat, that's an impossible game to lose.
That's kind of the great irony, though, is that Derrick Henry did all that good, and then the fumble. It's just, it's the whole,
He's a bust.
reputation takes a lifetime to build, a second to tear down. Cheah, you'll be our final arbiter on the matter.
I think it's the Bears, just because the Ravens, if you're a Ravens fan, it's like, all right, well, we'll go on the road, hopefully to Buffalo or Kansas City, if it comes down to that in January to go to the Super Bowl. The Bears, I feel like I don't want to be too extreme, but there's nothing really to look forward to right now.
Yes.
You stink.
Do you have any flights soon?
You stink.
Wait, okay, what about, how's this for a silver lining? Do the Vikings suck?
No, the Vikings are good.
Oh, okay, never mind.
That's the silver lining.
Oh, okay, that's
You
the silver lining.
accidentally-
You lost to a good team.
You're drunk again from the stream.
No, okay, not true, just completely
The
untrue.
silver lining is there could be a chance the Vikings are a really, really good team. They had a 14-win season last year.
Yep.
They have a very good roster. Their defense, the Brian Flores defense, that is tough to go against. So that would be the silver lining, is the Vikings could end up being a 12, 13-win team, and you will look back and you're like, oh, we hung tough with them. But
I mean, KOC's the top 5 coach in football.
yeah,
That is
he's
true.
an incredible
That's
coach.
objectively true.
The other silver lining for me, and Eddie, I'm sure you agree with this, is like it's almost it happened so fast in the season that it doesn't allow us to think big things.
Yes,
That's
right,
good.
You're right about that. And,
Oh, that's so sad.
No, but it's the truth. But that's actually the
Yeah.
truth. Like I actually believe that, where it's like if they had won that game last night, and then you have the bad follow it, it's like, oh man, why did I fall for it again? It's like they're the same team.
Yeah.
Caleb is just the same guy.
Can you hang your hat on like they were dumb mistakes that lost the game too? Like those are fixable.
Fixable mistakes.
Like the kick that like they returned at the 2-minute warning.
No, that wasn't physical. No, that was
yeah.
Cairo Santos doesn't have the leg.
Oof.
He can't kick that far.
Ben Johnson had a rough debut.
He did.
No doubt about it. He had a bad challenge. He should have kicked out of the bounce. Just let him get it at the 40. You got to stop him 3 times anyways to get the ball back.
Penalties.
Penalties. Yeah, he had a rough debut. He
Yeah.
argue if he should have went for it on 4th down there in the second quarter. And I mean, like I said, Kevin O'Connell, he's a real deal. Brian Flores, the way they disguised the blitz in the first half and then really came at it in the second half, they made it hard for the offense for the Bears in the second half.
Good ball watching by you, Eddie, because I actually have the exact numbers in that. 30% blitz rate in the first half, 43.5 in the second. So they turned it up.
I was saying at halftime, I was like, I have a bad feeling because I think Flores is going to he kept it vanilla on purpose in the first half just to like give them, almost like a trump card. He basically said, I have a trump card and I can play this.
He laid the trap.
Yes.
Get him a little comfortable and then attack.
Speaking of trump cards, Stephen Cheah spent 5 hours trying to learn the game of euchre. Couldn't do it. Dumb.
Well, okay. I have a Bear stat that
There we go.
Yeah, I mean, he was the only one left.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, we're all
get
friends,
after
but I
Carson?
think I got it way better than Eddie, in fairness.
I was bad.
If Jack of Hearts is Trump, what's the second strongest card?
Diamonds. Jack of Diamonds.
All right, we're good.
Yeah, he's got it.
Caleb Williams, interesting stat. The Bears are 0-5 when he runs it 6 times or more. And I think we saw last
Say
night.
that again.
The Bears are 0-5 when Caleb Williams runs 6 times or more.
Yeah, but Caleb Williams has only won like 4 games total.
That's,
I think the Bears have lost. They're like 1-11 in their last 12. That stat is.
It's a bit
The stat
misleading.
means nothing.
Are we declaring it moot?
Yes.
Oh.
That would be like that stat would mean something if Caleb Williams was like 20-7 as a starter.
All right, we'll keep track of it. Keep track of it.
Yeah, no, they have
it's worth
But if,
keeping an eye on.
if they keep losing regardless.
The Bears are literally they're 1-11 in
matter.
their last 12 games. They beat the Packers. That was it.
Okay. Fair.
I hate to bust the bubble of like a good stat, but that was not like they're just bad. So it stinks.
The environment was great last night.
I know he rubbed his palms together when he thought of that one.
Yeah.
I was just looking at the stat. He ran it 3 times against the Packers when they won. I like Caleb Williams. I think his legs are
Again,
an
they've
asset.
only won. He's only won. How many games has Caleb
Yeah,
Williams
they
won
went,
as a
they
starter?
went 5 and they won 5 games last year.
Yeah, 5 games. So he's won 5 games as a starter.
But so here's my silver lining, guys. Nowhere to go but up. Like, it
No.
cannot
Whoa,
feel
whoa.
worse than this.
That's not true.
Contextually,
No.
J.J. McCarthy doing this
No.
to you guys, come on.
Wrong.
Listen, the Lions are going to dummy us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's a get right spot.
but that's not it.
You're also
Bad.
very wrong. There is definitely a place that you can go lower than this because if Caleb Williams is not the guy, which right now you'd have to say has not looked like he is.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
That's a whole. You built an entire roster around this decision. It's similar to when Mitch Trubisky was drafted in the first round, then trading for Khalil Mack. The whole point of the NFL at this point in terms of roster building is you got to nail that quarterback and then capitalize on those first 5 years as a rookie starter on their rookie deal. The Bears have screwed that up 3 times in the last 10 years.
Yes, 3 times.
3 times.
Correct.
That's hard to do.
Very hard to do. Not for the Bears.
They might be going for the record.
Yeah.
What's the temperature?
Silver lining is I still trust my life with Ben Johnson. I really do. He had
Okay.
a rough first go.
Yeah.
And the other silver lining is we were missing 3 of our best defensive players.
Yes.
Maybe things go differently.
And the Darnell Wright hold that was not a hold could have actually changed the game.
And the Dio hands to the face. That was crazy.
Yeah, look at that.
Crazy.
Okay.
Do you think me or Nick could have offered a silver lining that would have been summarily shut down?
No, I would have shut
Okay.
every single one.
Okay. I'm just making sure that
yeah.
we're on the same page here.
You want to try?
I don't think I do.
The flyover was sick.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, you can't poo-poo a flyover.
No, I'm not poo-pooing at all.
F-35s though, right? That's what PFT said. I think he called for F-16s. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like even our president's announcing stadium plans like 3 hours before kickoff.
Oh yeah.
It's just I just hate it. I
Kevin
hate
Warren,
this
yeah.
franchise.
He's the meme of like get in there and make it about yourself.
Exactly. It's like,
Right
why?
before
Yeah.
kickoff.
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Bears. There you go, guys. Now let's expand our view to all of Week 1 of the NFL. Coming up next, we're going to play a classic Wake Up Barstool game. Week 1 underreactions. Keep it locked here on FS1. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool here on FS1. Fellas are having some great times this morning, just hanging out together, talking ball. Week 1 of the NFL is in the books. And, no, we're going to keep it positive.
I'd like to call it truce.
Eddie, you're wearing
would
your
anyone like to
emotions
call
all over
truce?
your face.
I just don't. What are we doing?
I'd like to call it truce.
Truce.
I'd like to call it truce. Are we okay with the truce?
You kamikazed us.
I agree. Now it's time for a truce.
Okay.
I brought you to the peace talks. the peace table.
I keep on bringing up planes.
Yeah.
I should-
You did.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah. Would you guys like to truce with me and Eddie?
Truce.
I don't know if I have a choice. It's like you raised my village to the ground
Yeah.
and called it peace. Sure, yeah, I
Listen.
agree. Truce. Yeah, let's
Truce with them?
truce.
All right, let's truce.
Okay, truce. So we can play a new game.
Yes.
And the new game is NFL Week 1 underreactions. Okay? We're going to tell you what you should be underreacting to, and we're going to start with our guy Nick. Nick, what's your Week 1 underreaction?
The Browns kicker.
Yeah.
You're good.
Oh.
You made the NFL, man. That's so sick.
Yeah.
1.6% of NCAA athletes make the NFL. You rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should feel fine.
And honestly, to kind of build on that, I know he's getting scapegoated a bit here, but like the Bengals didn't get a first down in the second half, right? Like that's on the Browns' offense. That's on Flacco
Yeah.
and company. What's a missed extra point's just an excuse.
So what?
This
Dude,
field
well,
goal's
he
an
missed a
excuse.
chip shot.
Yeah, it's still an
They
excuse.
lost by
though.
one.
Big
Yeah.
Cat, he's still so good.
Yeah. All right, the underreaction I would help add on to this is you're not Jake Moody either.
Yeah.
Jake Moody's way worse.
Way worse.
Jake
you
Moody's terrible.
Jake Moody from from week 10 last year, he's attempted 23 kicks. How many has he made? 23 field goals.
Ooh, I have this written down
15?
somewhere. Dang it.
12. Oof. Do you know how bad that is? 12 for 23 is so bad. That's not.
That's
Like-
barely over a coin flip.
Guys will hit 12 for 23 in baseball. He can't hit that in field goals.
But he's
That's
in the NFL.
insane.
That's so awesome.
So you're not Jake Moody and you're in the NFL.
Sick.
And Jake Moody's not going to be in the NFL soon.
But he was.
yes. That's a good underreaction.
Good.
It was the Browns receiver's fault.
Also, can I give a little there's a silver lining for Andre Schmidt? The quickest way possible you got everyone to learn how to pronounce your name.
Yeah, I didn't know it was that.
Like,
That's why I said Browns kicker.
Right, we wouldn't have known how to pronounce your name if you had just gone.
It was a
2 for
great
2 on
PR
chip
move.
shots. Yeah.
All right, I think, Nick, you have one more.
Yeah, this is for the Dolphins fans. Tua can still tie Aaron Rodgers for fewest interceptions in a season with 2.
Wow, look at that, dude.
So,
No reason to panic.
One of the best statistical seasons of all time. Tua, you can still do it.
Can't throw
Optimism.
anymore.
Can't, no more.
Yep.
But maybe he won't.
2 is bad.
Dolphins fans should chill out.
Yeah.
It's week 1. I gotta say though, guys, God, I'm all in on Danny Dimes. I am all in on Danny Dimes. In fact, my underreaction might be that I'm all in on Daniel Jones because I should be even more all in on Daniel Jones. I'm telling you guys, trust me, okay? Shane Steichen, remember him and Carson Wentz? Having Carson Wentz playing at an MVP level, immediately getting Jalen Hurts up to speed. Like Shane Steichen was viewed as the quarterback whisperer. He was given Anthony Richardson, who I love AR, I bought in, but you know what? I don't think it's the guy. Now Daniel Jones, and plus look what happened to Saquon when he left New York. Who's the actual problem? New York is. Yes, Dan.
Okay.
Remember, there's a truce.
There's a truce, so I'm gonna have to do this delicately. There's a truce.
Just don't come after me, Jerky to the cave.
What part of I'm all in on Daniel Dimes is an underreaction? That's
Because-
the most
because-
overreaction possible.
No, because we need to be even more all in.
So
I'm
you're
saying
tempering
it's
you in your head think Hall of Fame.
It makes
All
no
pro.
sense.
No,
that-
It made no sense.
literal all pro this year. And I'm just saying I'm all in, and I should be even further all in.
This is
on
your
Daniel
Jalen
Jones.
Hurts no legs moment today.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Your underreaction
Yes.
is all in on Daniel.
Dude, he's
No, the underreaction
What a
would
tame
be.
he's
take.
the second best tush-push quarterback to Jalen Hurts
This is all
in the NFL.
overreaction. They're overreacting. The underreaction.
You're doing
here-
the opposite of the
Yeah.
segment.
The underreaction is the Dolphins are really, really bad.
Yes.
I don't think the Colts, let's see the Colts do it against a real team.
And what
Yes.
I'm saying is I disagree. I'm saying
That's an overreaction.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's an underreaction because it's going to prove out to be even more correct.
Now I'll meet you halfway. I do like the Colts.
Yeah.
I do like the Colts. I love their running back. I love their wide receiver core. We didn't get the sleepers last week, but they are my sleeper playoff team.
Yeah.
But to say Daniel Jones.
Yeah,
Bob.
You just don't understand what underreaction means.
No, again, I think, see, my bit was it's an overreaction that's actually an underreaction because of how legitimately good he's going to end up being. That's
Got
my
it.
bit.
I'll
It's a
take-
reverse
Got it.
bit.
I'll take
Got
over
it.
here and give you mine from his former team.
Okay.
And it's about
You're
Russell
close.
Wilson.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think Russell Wilson plays all 17 games. I think Mr. Unlimited's time in the NFL is very limited.
Yeah. Wait, but is that an underreaction?
I don't know if we know how to do this.
I think how is this not an underreaction?
No, because that too I feel like is a normal reaction. So are you doing the same bit that I'm? Because Russell
Well, yeah, I
Wilson's
think
stunk.
underreaction is like it's a lukewarm take.
Nick, well, how do we do
Andrew,
this?
hand
No,
up.
I got it.
I don't know if mine were right. I think an underreaction would just
I
be
didn't
saying
understand it from
everything's
the jump.
fine. If
Yeah.
things are bad, you say it's fine. If things are good, you say it's
Okay,
fine.
give me another shot here. Give me another shot.
Okay.
The Jets still stink. I saw a lot of Justin Fields and Jets love on Sunday. Kind of exciting, made a couple plays to Garrett Wilson. At the end of the day, they still lost to a mediocre Steelers team. Like, the Jets still stink. They're not going to be good. Justin Fields not
That
good.
is an underreaction, I think, because a lot of people are. You got to just temper down what people are feeling.
Yeah.
And everybody's high on the Jets right now. They're like, whoa, that was
yeah.
a really
Yeah.
good game. They were both great.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Yeah.
they still stink. Cheah, underreaction.
Russell Wilson themed. He's got a great life. I mean, he's worth $300+ million. He's almost 6 feet
think
tall.
that works.
Super Bowl champion. He went to the Pro Bowl a couple times when it was still in Hawaii. NFL award winner. He won the 2020 Walter Payton Man of the Year. I mean,
Yeah.
the guy's got it all.
Okay, counterpoint though, don't you think getting to a point in life where you know everyone around you is like, man, he's annoying. Like he's probably gotten there, right? Do you think Russell Wilson has the self-awareness to realize
I think
that?
Sierra likes him, but he does. I do
Yeah, I
feel
mean-
like in that quarterback room, like Jameis is so cool.
Yeah.
And him and Jackson get along so well, and Russell's probably like kind of feeling like the odd man out all the time.
I don't think he thinks that.
I don't
way.
think he
No,
can. I don't think he can
thinks
notice that.
that's the point. So
Yeah.
so maybe I'm wrong in the fact that like he is so unself-aware that he just thinks he thinks he's gonna be they're gonna win the Super Bowl this year, Mr. Unlimited.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah,
He has no self-awareness.
he's gonna be shocked when he gets benched.
How? I mean,
Shocked.
I know.
He's like, what do you mean?
I know you Bears fans are feeling bad today, but like, think about being a Giants fan.
Yeah,
You watch Danny do it. You watch Saquon do it. You look absolutely god awful on Sunday, despite the defense playing pretty well. Like, and they've been as bad, if not
but
worse,
they
for
have
longer.
They have a nice fix this year that you can just get. You can
Jackson
just
Dart.
bench Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
where they
that's
have-
a nice little band-aid.
Yeah, right. Where it's like, hey, we don't know what this other guy is.
Yeah.
That's always fun.
Like there's some strategy there by Dable, right?
Yes.
Like he is slow
Oh, I guess,
playing
and
this
you
stuff.
psychological.
And you have the fire Brian Daboll.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
Care,
think
too.
to save
Yeah.
his job, he's playing this correctly.
Yeah.
Underreaction. Cam Ward is going to be awesome. I know Tennessee struggled on Sunday. A lot of people saying Cam Ward's not that guy. I thought Cam Ward actually played very well despite what the stats say. I thought he looked composed. I thought he handled himself. I thought he had some bad drops from his receivers that hurt him. Are we saying that's not an underreaction?
No,
I
because
don't-
everybody is probably...
We don't know what underreaction.
Yeah,
I don't think we know how to do this.
This might be an impossible segment. Because if you go the opposite of an overreaction, it's still an overreaction in the other way.
Correct.
Oh, crap. We hit a paradoxical segment?
Yeah, I
this is
think
pretty cool.
what we did was we set ourselves up to try to create the most boring segment ever. Because how to do an underreaction would be like, the Broncos are okay.
That's it. Everything just has to be okay.
I was thinking like opposite value judgments, but I see what you're saying. It's like an excitement thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think it's just like, yeah.
Yeah, I
fine.
blew this. I blew this.
Yeah. No, I don't think
we
he
all
blew it. I
blew
think it was impossible. I do agree that Cam Ward, that was like a ball watching test. Cam Ward's numbers looked bad.
Yes.
Cam Ward, if you watch the game, I think he looked like decent and the guys let him down and the play calling was weird. And their coach didn't help him out much, but I think Cam Ward's going to be good.
I guess kind of with that in mind, like the ball watching test last night, big ball watching test. Like if you just looked in terms of the quarterbacks, if you just looked at the box scores, like Caleb Williams' numbers were not bad. JJ McCarthy's don't actually look that good.
Yeah.
But it's like if you actually watch the game, then you saw how different it is. Okay, so maybe does anybody else have an underreaction?
What's that?
Does anybody else have an underreaction they want to throw out there?
All the teams are fine.
Yeah, this segment was all right.
Yeah, this segment. Yeah, that's an overreaction.
It didn't quite hit like Supreme Debate did. But you tried things. All right, guys. Coming up next here on Wake Up Barstool, let's talk a little college football weekend recap, as it was an underrated week 2. Like an onion, it kind of reveals itself the more you peel back the layers. Keep it locked here on FS1. Heck yeah, dude. Speaking of which, big noon. Yeah.
I'll be there.
Yeah, big noon last week in Ames. Iowa State, one of the premier games of last week. And the Cyclones and Matt Campbell, dude. So hot right now. Damn, what was that environment like? Because through the television, it looked incredible.
It was awesome. I was a little nervous. We were doing the game. We did our show before big noon kickoff. So it was 8 a.m. local time. Ames showed up. The crowd was incredible. That is the biggest day, obviously, on the calendar for the state of Iowa. Those two teams hate each other so much.
Yep.
And Iowa State hadn't won at home, I think, in like a decade.
Yeah, it had been 6 times in a row, I believe, Iowa had won names.
But it went exactly how you expected, though. That team, they always play a 3-point game.
Yeah, I don't understand what happens with Iowa. We talked about Mark Gronowski. He was on the Yak earlier this year.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the guy.
He was awesome,
It's just a product of you put that uniform on, and that's what you get.
You just become that.
Yes.
It's like a reverse Superman.
Yeah.
You put that on your Clark Kent.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't pass it more than like 4 yards down the field.
It's unbelievable.
Coaches set the tone.
Yeah.
And, it's like CEOs, any business, anything, it trickles down. But again, the flip side of that, like, terrible for Iowa, but, like, Matt Campbell has the Cyclones rolling through 3.
Yeah, the Big 12 is wide open.
And I love the varied nature of the wins. I know Kansas State stinks, but to go to Ireland, handle that test, grindy win where they had to fight it out, come home, take care of business, dominant, and then get it done with maybe the best kicker in the entire country. I'm very high on the Cyclones, and especially off an 11-win season where they lost some guys. And that's the only 10-win season they've had in 130 years of football. Like, it would have been very easy for them to be like, okay, that's the exception, but they're trying to do it again. So, shout out Iowa State.
Is that the biggest day in Iowa?
Yeah, what would be the biggest day?
Opening day of the state fair?
I was about to say State Fair's got to be
I don't
big, right?
know.
Caucus day?
Oh,
That's only once
Caucus
every
Day.
4 years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a little bit more special.
Just going through the Iowa calendar.
Yeah. I think it's it,
Iowa
though.
sounds boring.
Yeah. I think that might be it.
Like corn farming season has to be
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Harvest
top five.
Day.
Yeah, Harvest. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's top 5.
Probably a massive deal back in the day, especially, too. Harvest season.
Oh,
Little
yeah.
ritual human sacrifice.
Probably.
What about the border war? Mizzou, Kansas, tough fought, 2 good teams. From a gambling perspective, Mizzou pulling it out in the end with a pretty impressive touchdown run. But I got to say, I said it before the game, I still believe this now. Due to their schedule, if Mizzou won this game, you're looking at a playoff team. I think they'll go 6-2 in the SEC. And to me, it's not just that they won. They were down 21-6. Like, they gave up an early defensive touchdown. It would have been real easy for them to completely collapse. They did not. They kept going. Prbula's great. Ahmad Hardy's great. Like, Eli Drinkwitz, He's really good.
He is.
He's actually a really good coach, dude.
He is. I flipped to them before the game. I hope flips are okay on the show.
Flips are allowed on this show.
You flipped to Mizzou?
I flipped to
that
Mizzou,
play.
yeah.
I obviously watched it. I had Kansas. That
Oh, you
was
did?
such
okay.
a killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's listen, to see Mizzou, like you said, they went down early, and an old Mizzou team, they just die there. So it's a new era. It really is a new era in Columbia. So good for Mizzou.
Yeah.
So I did end up playing that Iowa State over after Friday's show. But no, you convinced me Friday.
Yeah,
gave me
no, you got
credit
to
for
challenge
it.
yourself sometimes. Sometimes you got to be like, personal challenge. No way could this go over. And then most of the time, it doesn't.
It was interesting. It was like an interesting headspace to enter the game with cheering for offense in that matchup.
Yeah.
Speaking of bad beats, probably no worse beat than Ole Miss Kentucky on Saturday, where it was a hot bet. Everybody was in on Ole Miss, and it made sense on paper, right? They had it. And then with about 12 seconds left, Kentucky makes a big play. They're about to run another offensive play, but Lane Kiffin calls timeout, and Stoops realizes, oh, wait, we actually have to kick a field goal here. That's what the book says. They kick it, they lose, and Lane Kiffin actually ends up apologizing.
And make it a two-score game. So really glad how the players played, especially in the second half, second quarter, and they fought hard. That's a really hard team that plays really close games. So proud of our guys. Sorry to a lot of gamblers there at the end.
Good guy, Lane, I guess. I don't know. Maybe cover next time.
Honestly, I appreciate the apology. I think more coaches should do that.
Do you accept it?
Yeah.
There we go.
I do. More coaches should just get up there and be like, hey, that's my bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if the game is not, I don't want to get into a discussion about if the game is not in jeopardy and it's just the spread.
Yes.
I think you should apologize. I really do.
That's a sane and rational thing.
Yeah, again, if the game is in jeopardy, if it's like a one-score game, don't ever mention it. Like, you're trying to win the game. But if the spread is 42 and you're up 38 late and you have a chance to cover the spread for your boosters and everyone, your alumni, and you don't, you should apologize.
Yeah,
You should get up there and tell them.
Kentucky had no chance of winning that game.
Right, exactly.
They had no chance, and he called the timeout that spurred the play that ended up costing them. So,
Exactly.
Thank you, Lane. Much appreciated. I would say my other maybe biggest winner of the week, well, look, obviously USF was awesome. Byron Brown continues to be great. They might have the best resume in the entire country up to this point. A couple ranked under their belts. They got to play Miami this weekend. That's going to be great. But how about Burt in Illinois, dude? Bielema's got him rolling. Luke Altmaier's awesome. They go into Duke, and regardless of what you think about Duke, they're a good team. Like, they're solid. They're solid. They paid for a quarterback, Terry Minch, who's really good. Manny Diaz has him playing well. To go on the road, to kind of mess around the first half and then emerge with a 45-19 win, like, boys, Illinois, legit.
Yeah.
I think they're legit.
And Brett Bielema is back because he is doing his troll stuff again, where if you're watching this game, Manny Diaz wanted to rip his hair out of his head. He's got a nice head of hair. Because Brett kept on subbing. When the Duke would sub, Illinois would sub, they would sub their entire defensive line. They would take forever. They would slow Duke down. Illinois is good. Brett Bielema's a really good coach.
Yeah, he is. And you brought up the first half. You're right. Illinois didn't play their cleanest game.
No.
And they got it together. And we'll get it together. This is the first half of Wake Up Barstool. Second half coming up next. Look, go grab a coffee, go get a little morning snack, and we'll see you on the other side. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool live here on FS1. And it is time. Sorry, I should read it. It's the cast here. I'm T-Bob Baby. We got Big Cat, we got Eddie, we got Nikki, we got Stephen Cheah there, holding it down, our data man behind the glass. And it's time for the return of a good segment. Maybe a better segment than underreactions. I don't know. This is Supreme Debate, okay, where we tackle the toughest and hardest hitting sports debates on the internet, well, in real life and TV now, I suppose. And we're going to hand it off to Eddie here to start us. Eddie,
let me start, because mine's not great.
Okay. Okay, Dan, you start.
Mine's not great because it's just, I was struggling figuring it out. This is Mike Tomlin last night, or on Sunday, said his kicker, Chris Boswell, is a serial killer.
Yeah.
It made us think, what's the best position in the NFL to have as a serial killer?
We have the audio. You want to play it?
Yeah, you can play the audio of Mike Tomlin.
Give me Tomlin here.
How you respond to that oftentimes defines you. And I can't say enough about Boz. Man, our kicker is a serial killer. Man, he got a low pulse rate. He can't wait to deliver.
Mike Tomlin's the best quote in football, but so we then were like, well, what's the best position to have as a serial killer on your football field? PFD was like, well, running back, obviously. But do you think serial killers actually care about sports? I was trying to think about this. Like, if you're a serial killer and you're just going from killing to killing, are you like, man, that Daniel Jones really impressed me on Sunday?
I think that I think they know that they need to give off the appearance of caring, right? They're sociopathic. They don't really have emotions. They're not invested in much. So I think they do keep up with the team. They want to be able to make normal person small talk.
Yeah.
I don't know that I believe, like, they would pretend like you and Eddie if they were Bears fans today. I don't know that they would be that upset. I think they would more be tracking their next victim.
Yeah.
They don't.
It would be funny, though, if, like, a serial killer was a diehard Chargers fan.
Yeah, right. Or the serial killer was like, the only emotion they felt is like when they lost fantasy by like a stat correction.
And that's when they have to go out and
Wait, okay, you could be onto something there, though, because serial killers are inherently narcissistic, right? And self-absorbed. They want to win. So I could see them getting actually murderously upset if they were to lose a fantasy matchup because of a correction.
But here's the thing: when they're going to like bury the murder weapon, they're not listening to Mike and the Mad Dog.
No.
You don't think?
Right.
I love that idea.
It's a silent car. It's a dead silent car.
You don't think they're calling in on the drive?
No, they're not calling in. Yes, no.
Yeah, like they just finished a killing and it's like PMT boomers going
Yeah,
in
exactly.
there.
No, it's not
You're
yet.
like, oh man, this is fun.
Yeah.
Football's back.
No, they're not like, oh, what's Mount Rushmore today?
Okay.
Like,
They
that's
can't
not the
sleep,
case.
and they're going to pull up the Tavon Austin versus Oklahoma.
They're going to watch a bunch of home runs from the 90s.
Yeah, it's just,
No.
Wait, hold on. We have inside here our own resident sociopath, Cheah. What do you think about this?
I mean, if your life revolves around the sports calendar, I would find it hard to plan killings and burials and disposing of.
This sounds like you're covering for something.
it would be impossible.
Yeah, like if you were just like a super fan of a team and you wore their gear all the time, no way could you be a serial killer.
Yeah, there's no way a super fan could
that's why I
kill.
became a Cubs fan. He's covering his tracks in the summer.
He needed something to do. He's like, hey, look at this ticket.
What was I doing last Sunday?
Oh, yeah.
I was cheering on the Buccaneers.
What do you mean,
Not weird at all. I have an alibi. I'm always on eBay just scrolling for team-issued gear.
You literally, as you keep going and saying this, I'm starting to believe it more and more.
The summer slasher. I'm a Cubs fan.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I have this tweet right now about Palencia's walkout.
Yeah.
What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
we got
I couldn't
Shota going tonight. I'm not trying to do
He's doing it again.
It is.
I also take Cheah's sports love as genuine. So maybe you can love sports as a serial killer.
Yeah.
Eddie, what you got?
So listen, a lot is being made about Bill Belichick's relationship with the Patriots. He says he's banned from the facility. Vrabel says he's not. I think Jordan Hudson is the only one that can mend this relationship.
Yep.
And Kraft said they're going to build him a statue. So I think the only way that Bill would be receptive to it is to get Jordan involved in the design of the statue.
Yeah, like make her a part of the
Yes.
statue. Yes,
I like
right
that.
next to her. Yes,
Wait,
immortalize her.
So is Belichick getting a statue soon?
Yes, that's what Kraft said. He
Yeah.
says, I want to get the statue up.
Has
As
there-
a statue maker, how do you shrink the breasts of
Yeah.
Bill?
Of
I
Bill,
think
you
you
have
have
to.
to.
You cannot
Yeah?
have him out there with big bronze boobies.
You got to just use an older version of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you have to like ask the person what age did you want this statue to be of?
He won't
Use a
care,
good
though,
picture.
right?
Find a good picture
But
and just use that one.
When a statue gets touched a lot and it gets polished on that spot, if he has two shiny
Yeah.
boobs,
Yeah. You're right. I agree with you, Eddie. I think they should put her in there.
It's the only way that I think this gets fixed.
Also,
Like in a stroller or something.
Yes.
has there
Yeah, if they
ever
use a younger Bill.
Yeah, if it was
just holding her hand, she has like a pinwheel.
middle of Dynasty Bill.
She would have to
Yeah.
be
The baby Bjorn.
on a scooter.
Yeah.
Has there ever been a less sincere, we're building him a statue as well? Right? Because this all happened because Belichick said, I'm not allowed in there, so Patriot scouts aren't allowed in my practice, which is crazy. Like, just absolutely crazy and petty, and I would be so angry as a UNC fan about where his head's at. But then Kraft comes back, and instead of, like, lowering the bar, he's like, what do you mean? We're building him a statue.
Yeah.
We love the guy.
Yeah.
It's like the biggest statue building I've ever heard of in my entire life.
Well, I think they also are realizing like they both are kind of losing the divorce, right?
Yeah.
Tom is the only one that came out
Yeah,
of this.
they've both lost the divorce so far, and that Belichick has not looked good, and neither has Kraft. So, maybe Kraft is the one who's like, hey, I kind of regret because we probably did need each other.
Yeah.
And you see it like with the Cowboys documentary, like the entire Jimmy Johnson, Jerry Jones thing. They didn't talk for 30 years, and then they finally got to a point where they're like, you know what? Yeah, I was wrong. You were wrong. We were both wrong. We probably needed each other more than we realized.
Egos, man. Egos.
That's
It
why
happens
Jordan.
in every
That's
sport.
it does.
Every sport.
why Jordan needs to bridge that gap. All right, Nikki, what you got, dude?
Which one is my first one? Should the Lions sign Tommy DeVito to get Jared an Italian sub?
I like that. I like that.
You know,
Yeah.
why not?
If you're
What
at
could
a,
go wrong?
if you're at a gym right now, please take a picture of that one. That's a great one.
Yeah. Jared has big jeans to fill.
Are you? Where are you guys at with the Lions? Do you think that it's just 1 week? I mean, they play the Bears next week.
That was one of my underreactions. Lions
Oh,
are fine.
okay.
Lions are fine.
They,
They're
might,
like,
yeah.
they might score 80.
Yeah.
it's
They didn't look good, but yeah, I think they'll be just fine.
well, it's funny how storylines evolved during the weekend, right? Because at first it was like, oh my God, dude, no Ben Johnson, the Lions suck. And then by after Monday, it's like, oh, well, whatever, Ben Johnson sucks too. So like,
Where was that coming from?
Yeah, they're all good. Also, Packers probably pretty good.
Yes.
The Packers might be really awesome. Great call, Big Cat.
Yes,
last week.
I said it. They're gonna be. It's gonna be shocking if they don't win the
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They honestly, they should be like minus 500 to win the Super Bowl at this point. That's how good they are.
Underachievement if they don't win it.
Yes. No. The biggest failure in all of sports if they don't.
They
win
should
the
be
Super Bowl
criticized.
this
Yeah,
year,
absolutely.
They should be criticized greatly. Big Cat, you got another one?
I don't.
Okay.
I thought
Nick,
I did.
Sorry, no, my bad. Yeah, I heard wrong in my ear.
That's all right.
Nikki, what else you got?
So every major sport besides the NFL has had a non-English speaker MVP. Is English the most important aspect for a good football player?
I think it is.
Yes. I mean, well, at least by extension that like, yeah, you have to be in America. It's why
Would
kids,
Lamar be as good if he only knew Chinese?
no chance. Can't communicate with his teammates.
Yeah.
How would they know the play calls? Hot routes.
I
anything.
never thought about this.
Think
You're
about
right.
Chinese Lamar.
It is fun to think about though.
Yeah.
If everything was exactly the same, but he did hardcore Mandarin. He was a hardcore
Everything's-
Mandarin speaker.
We found out that on Sunday that Jaden Daniels is a quarter Japanese.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
He had the flag on the back of his helmet. Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, his grandmother was Japanese.
So he's overcome a lot then. I mean, per this theory.
yeah.
Right?
This-
Like,
well,
yeah.
he's always been an English speaker. But
Oh,
Yeah, so
Yes.
But I do think we're not far away from like an iPad armband
Yeah.
where you could just point to it. Right?
okay. So we're close to
Yeah.
Yeah.
As the game gets globalized, which is taking longer in the NFL, obviously, because football's a weird game. It's not very intuitive and not spread out over the world yet. It's kind of the last bastion of like, this is just American talent here, right? But as it gets globalized, I do wonder who's going to be just the first phenom, prodigy, foreign quarterback that even though he doesn't speak English, you have to go get him.
Yeah, see, this is actually why I don't want to globalize the game. I know this will come across as closed-minded,
Xenophobic?
but yeah, and xenophobic, but I would rather just have Americans just be the best at football all the time.
Like
So you-
Shohei Ohtani, but like for
Yeah.
football
Yeah,
beyond.
right.
Yeah. I don't want anyone else playing.
But is knowing English more important than accuracy?
might be.
I think so.
Because 100% of the
100%.
quarterbacks
Yeah.
who've won the Super Bowl
The numbers are there.
are fluent and that is their native language.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. What are you gonna say?
I'm thinking, I don't care if he doesn't speak a lick of English, put him on the Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would, give me the experiment.
That's-
Give him the
Nothing can be
wristband.
worse.
A phenom from
Yes.
Japan.
Yes.
Che, what do you got?
Zay Flowers is currently leading the NFL in receiving yards with 143, but he's 5'9", 183 pounds. Does he have one of the best 5'9" lives currently? Now, some other contenders, we got Tom Hardy, Pharrell Williams, Luke Combs, Mario Lopez. All these guys are a little bit older outside. Luke Combs is 35, but most of these guys are 40s and 50s. Would you rather be a star wide receiver, 24 years old, $14 million career earnings, but obviously a budding superstar, or one of these established guys.
That's an interesting thought. What 5'9" man would I want to be?
Yeah, it's an interesting question. It also just proves my point that Steven is so perfect for national television, because when he goes through his celebrity list, those are that is the most. No. I'm saying that's the most what 40-year-old dudes would recognize. Be like, yeah, I know Pharrell. I know Paul Rudd. Jamie Foxx. There's definitely some new 5'9" celebrities that are way more popular right now that you don't know. I don't know. I'm with you right now, but you nailed it. That is exactly what our audience knows.
Mario Lopez.
Yeah, Mario Lopez, the guy from your TV in every hotel you've ever checked in.
I gotta say though, God, Luke Combs was likable when he came in here, dude.
Yeah.
He was awesome. Man. Just an incredible talent, humble, funny, sports guy, young, great family, building a sick house. God, I think I might take Combs over Zay Flowers.
I think
I'm taking everyone on that bottom line over Zay Flowers.
I think so.
Yeah. Also, do you think it stinks? Week 1 happens, you get excited, it happens, then it ends. And you're like, I gotta play that many more games. It's kind of early in the season. Mm-hmm. Do you think there's a little bit of dread for some of these players? Man, that's a lot of games we gotta play.
Yeah, this sport hurts.
Yeah, ow.
And it's not even cold yet.
Yeah. Just think about it. They wake up and they're like, ow.
Yeah.
That put in a lot in week 1.
Yeah. And they gotta do that 17 more times. Oh. Ow.
Luke Combs' biggest ow is give me a cough drop.
Yeah, right.
Which is good. Problem to have.
Yeah, getting out of a chair a little bit too fast and you get a little dizzy. It's no, that's just every single week for those guys.
Mm-hmm. Wow. All right, coming up next here at Wake Up Barstool, we have a couple more Supreme Debate topics, and we have the official unveiling of Big Cat's NFL Power Rankings. Keep it locked here at Wake Up Barstool. What's happening, guys? Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool. Where's that?
I don't know where that's coming.
I don't know either. It's very interesting. Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool here on FS1, guys. Oh, there it is. Hi, Mom. Oh, I was supposed to actually shout out my mom. She's been watching every morning. You're very sweet. I love you. Thank you for giving birth to me. You're the best.
Yeah, shout out T-Bob's mom.
Dude, hey. She's very good looking.
Let's see a picture.
I will say this.
Let's see a picture.
It's our next Supreme Debate topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was in there first. I was like Bane, molded by it, literally born in it. Okay, so relax a little bit.
The restraint I'm showing is Nick knows. I'm a really good boy right now.
Think of the truce.
Yeah.
I caught the truce. I caught these jokes.
This
my
is your
entire
bread
life.
and butter.
No,
You're letting it slip away.
I'm letting it go.
I caught these jokes my entire life. I'd much rather you say that than say she's on.
They're not jokes, by the way. They were going to be very specific questions.
Now I'm intrigued. Anyway, guys, welcome back. Wake Up Barstool here on FS1. Hope you're having a great morning. This was a Supreme Debate topic, but I more just wanted to show this clip of Steve Sarkisian. So there's a bunch of video floating around of Arch Manning in the game last week throwing the ball and him grimacing afterwards. Mm-hmm. And it led to a very interesting moment at the Texas press conference where I think Sark really feels like he got one over on the media. Here it is. Go ahead and roll the clip.
Arch Manning seemed to be having some throwing pains by the
According to
quarter.
who?
Arch.
Arch said that to you?
No.
Oh, according to who?
It just looked like he was.
He doesn't have any.
Is there an explanation to why it looked like that?
I don't know. I've never filmed any of you guys when you're using the bathroom, so I don't know what faces you make when you're doing that.
He did.
Did you see his look around? Yeah. He smirked and looked for the reaction.
It's like I freaking got it, boy. I mean, come on, dude. And it's funny because in the Arch videos, he throws a normal pass and then he's clearly wincing and holding his shoulder. Mm-hmm. But it does beg the question, can you tell if someone is hurt by watching them use the bathroom?
I don't know if that was what he was saying, right?
Did he say that Arch... Did he poop his pants?
Or his shoulder made so he couldn't wipe? I was more taking it that Steve Sarkisian was basically being Arch is put on this earth to throw the football. All you guys do is go to the bathroom. You have nothing.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? That was kind of where he was going with that.
I took
Which
it
is like,
as
nonsensical.
It's like the old "I don't come to your job" and
Yeah.
the rest of that saying.
You guys are here to release your waste.
Yeah,
That's it.
right. Like he's a quarterback. All you're good for is going to the bathroom.
But when I
That's
do
how I
make
took
those
Yeah.
faces using the bathroom, it does hurt.
Yeah, that's so. I mean, that's what I'm wondering, right? So maybe he's actually onto something because sometimes you make those faces in there, but you're not actually hurt. It just kind of comes with the territory, and so maybe that's what's going on with Arch.
Yeah.
Maybe his shoulder's completely fine. I don't know.
I think the sounds you make in the bathroom, so you could tell if someone's hurt.
Yeah,
That will
comes
tell
out sideways.
Well, Steve, if you want to film us here at Chicago HQ, we may be open to it. Sponsorship opportunity. Just let us know. All right, let's go ahead then and get into what will be a weekly Tuesday segment. That is Big Cat's NFL computer power rankings, and we're going to start with our top 3 tiers, and we will work from there. Dan, what we got?
I gotta say that so it won't be all the computer power rankings because there's some tiers that can't be on TV. So the whole thing will be released after the show. But it's fun to just do power rankings. These aren't my power rankings; they're my computer's power rankings. So here we have I'm gonna do the top 3 and bottom 3 we can discuss. In the juggernaut category, that's the top. I have Eagles, Bills, Packers. Do you think I missed anyone?
Ravens out.
Ravens are not in there.
I'm putting the Ravens in there.
The Ravens are not. The Ravens are actually in the, because I don't know if we're going to get to that one. The Ravens are technically in the Super Bowl contender. Oh, no, I do have the Ravens in there. Super Bowl contender as long as they have 3-score lead. Ravens.
Okay. Solid.
They need a 3-score lead.
Very specific.
Yeah, it's very specific.
Juggernauts don't lose that game.
Juggernauts don't lose that game.
Correct.
Steven, do you have a problem with my Juggernaut category?
I understand it. I do think that they're so good. Their 2 safeties are Kyle Hamilton and Malachi Starks. They're new. They're getting Kyle
Hamilton is not new.
Yeah. Starks is new, but it's a new combination for them. They need to get their feet wet. They'll be okay. They lost by the thinnest of margins.
But
Ravens are going to be fine.
You think they should be in Juggernauts?
Yes.
They're 0-1.
No, respect Juggernaut.
Right.
Respect.
Juggernaut is Juggernaut.
But a Juggernaut can lose to another Juggernaut without losing Juggernaut
winless
status.
Juggernaut, though.
Yeah, winless Juggernaut. Come on.
That's an oxymoron. That's jumbo shrimp.
Can I get anybody? Is there any appetite to throw the Colts in there?
Absolutely not.
Come on.
Okay.
Who is the closest Juggernaut besides the Ravens?
The closest Juggernaut besides the Ravens. Let me see.
Is there a
Chargers, maybe?
second? Is there a
Chargers.
second
No,
NFC Juggernaut?
Chargers don't have an. Probably the Commanders.
Oh.
We could go to the next one. These are the Super Bowl contenders, so this is right below it.
Okay.
Commanders, Bucks, Rams. How you feel about that, Steven?
Yeah, I think that's fair. Totally.
I think the NFC is wide open, and yeah, I think those 3 teams. Like realistically, could you close your eyes and see those 3 teams? If I said, hey, one of those 3 teams made it to the Super Bowl, you wouldn't be shocked. Right?
I don't know why this is, and I know, Steven, I know what the data says, I know everything else. It still feels a little crazy to think about the Bucks making it all the way to the Super Bowl.
Oh, I think they're a good enough team.
I know they've been good. I know they've been really good. Okay, I mean, Steven, feel free to disperse my notions. Maybe this is just
disgusted by it.
I know what I say.
He's disgusted.
That look was pure contempt.
I don't know if contenders is the right word. I think maybe I could see them as Super Bowl participants.
But that would make you a contender.
I don't think they could win.
Yeah, no way. I mean,
They
even
can
if
If you're in the
participate,
game,
yeah,
you can win.
Not these guys.
No, but
That's
if you're in the
what
game,
makes them
because what if the
participants.
other team just has the worst game possible?
They'd be up against a juggernaut.
Okay.
the
Maybe
Bucks would
let's-
have a worse game.
Maybe let's see more from the Commanders. I know they made the conference finals last year, but played the Giants.
Yeah, but they made the conference.
I know,
finals.
And I think
but
they
I
got better.
still,
Yeah, I think they got better too.
I still think the Juggernauts, and obviously I think the other 2 teams are better.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Steven, do you want to tell me why I'm wrong on the Bucks? Like why? Because the NFC, maybe it's just the NFC South stink on them.
The NFC
it's
South,
an awful division.
NFC
Bryce Young
South
looked
stinks.
terrible on Sunday. The Saints are terrible. Falcons are kind of frisky.
Yeah, but you're in your division, so you're stuck there. It's not their fault. The rest of the division stinks. They have won the Super Bowl or won the division and made it to the playoffs every year this decade. They went to the divisional round the last 2 years. They're very close to being, I think, the lead in the NFC South or in the NFC this year.
All you said there was that they made the playoffs because they play in a bad division.
Yeah, I know. See,
Well,
that's
no,
what I can't get past, because that's what I'm saying.
You didn't
right?
say tell us why they
sm-
could win the Super Bowl.
They smacked the Eagles last year. I think if we beat Washington and play Philly last year, we beat Philly.
You smacked the Eagles in week 4 of the season.
The Eagles were bad at the beginning. The Saints almost beat the Eagles.
But the Eagles didn't
That's when
lose
Derek
the rest
Carr
of the
was still
season.
awesome.
Okay, but I mean, they played Washington neck and neck. Washington was a very good team last year. They played Detroit very close 2 years ago in the playoffs. This is a team that's right on the doorstep.
I might take them out just from this answer. This didn't give me any. It basically was just the last 5 years they've won the NFC South, which stinks, they beat the Eagles in September.
They're returning everybody on offense from last year. They have a lot of very young, good pieces. Obviously, Buka was very, very good this week. Mike Evans has been a mainstay in the Pro Bowl and 1,000-yard territory. They are a very good team. Baker is awesome. Baker's a top 10 quarterback.
This is better.
By the way, I like the Bucs. I actually think the Bucs could win the Super Bowl, but your initial explanation made me be like, there's no chance.
I think doubting them is crazy. You have no reason to doubt them. All they've shown you is that they've been a good playoff team that has contended against the NFC's best.
Well, they lost to a rookie at home last year, first round.
Jaden Daniels is by far the best rookie from last year and a very good player.
I know, but that's a reason to doubt him.
Baker Mayfield, though, that's what I would have said. Baker Mayfield, Bucky Irvin, adding Egbuka to that staff. Like, Baker's got the moxie, top 10 quarterback in the NFL. That guy's capable of winning a Super Bowl.
I think Steven thinks the Bucs have won every single Super Bowl the last,
Might as well
years.
have, yeah.
The way he's talking, right?
He said they're the most dominant team of the decade.
Yeah, one of the most dominant teams of the decade.
That's not even.
I'm envious about how easily he tosses the losses to the rearview mirror.
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing how you
Well, it's because he plays in the South, and they've won the division for half a decade.
Also, how many dominant teams can you have? Will you say one of the most dominant teams in the last half decade? Which, again, half decade is not even a real measurement of time.
And is it every team that's won a Super Bowl?
It's this decade. Have they been good the whole time? The Chiefs?
Yeah.
Obviously.
The Chiefs and Eagles are more dominant. He's going to try to argue against the Eagles, and he's wrong.
Eagles are Johnny come lately.
He's about to say that.
I was going to try and
that
argue against the
exhale.
Eagles.
I've heard that exhale
He
before.
wanted to argue against the Eagles. The Eagles went to a Super Bowl and won a Super Bowl.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, but we talked 10 years.
So I'll give you the Eagles.
No. It's half decade.
half decade. Okay.
Yeah, that's the craziest part.
Yeah. So then I'll give you the Chiefs for sure, the Eagles, and then the Bucs.
What about
They won it in 2020. That's the worst part.
Rams?
He's just sneaking into this
They
half
haven't been good
decade.
every year.
all right, do we have another top? Are we straight into the bottom 3 tiers, or thought we had a third top tier? All right, let's get to our bottom 3 tiers of the NFL computer power rankings.
So this is bad question mark. And I think that's,
Brother, there ain't no need for a question mark about the Saints, I don't think.
I
dude.
thought the Saints were in that game. They had a chance to win that game late with, Spencer Rattler, which is saying something. They were more frisky than I thought. So this is my bad question mark range where it's Saints, Patriots, Lions, Titans, Cowboys. And there's varying degrees of this because, you think the Saints are definitely bad.
Yeah.
I don't think the Lions are bad, but after week 1, you have to say bad question mark. What are you gonna say?
I kind of like the Cowboys.
0-1.
I don't know. I
kinda like-
I like the
I like
Cowboys.
Dak looked good.
Yes, and they've proven without with Dak, they are a good regular season team.
Basically, I wanted to have this tier is essentially an entire tier of teams that, depending on who you ask, they could give you a different answer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. I merge. I don't think they'll be good this year, but being bullish on Cam Ward makes me bullish on the Titans long term.
Right.
Right?
And
Lions,
it's also week 1, so you don't really know who's good or bad yet. You have an idea, and there's kind of the mix there.
I feel like the Patriots are probably bad.
Yeah, they probably are. No, they almost definitely are. But it's also they lost by 7. They were kind of in that game.
I kind of want to put the Cardinals in this tier a little bit as well.
No, they were earlier in the frisky tier.
Being a fan of a frisky team is so fun.
It's tantalizing.
It's
so fun.
Having no hope, but still having fun watching. That's the best place for a fan to be.
You could basically just mess up other people's seasons.
It's the best.
Yeah, but I don't think they want to be there right now.
But
with
there's no
Kyler
heartbreak.
Murray. I think
being
the
a fan of a
aspirations
frisky
are
team.
higher, though.
Yes.
Oh, the players for sure, but
No,
it's
I'm saying fans they should have a higher aspiration with Kyler Murray in year whatever it is.
But
now.
frisky is always the evolution of getting good in the NFL is you have to be frisky before
you've got to play spoiler.
So that's always frisky's Frisky is almost like the finding a band that's only playing like 1,000-person bars.
Yeah.
And then they blow up.
Yeah.
You found them at the Frisky. You knew about this band when they were cool and not everyone knew about them. Frisky is like, that's the evolution. When you find that Frisky season, you're like, that's when you know you're about to beat. Remember the Lions? When the Lions beat the Packers in week 17 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
Everybody knew they were frisky.
That was the friskiest team maybe ever. Where it's like they might have been the friskiest team ever.
You're freed from the burden of expectation.
Yes.
And the Lions are the exact team to focus on now because coming off of last year, all the expectations, now they get blown out week 1 and they're in panic mode because of it. All right, next tier.
It's just, well, I mean, I called it the ass. It's ass on the power rankings. You can't write out ass. Bears, Giants, Panthers.
I have a take on ass.
Yeah.
I think butt seems worse. I would rather be ass than butt.
Yeah.
You'd rather be ass than butt?
I think ass is better than butt.
This is kind of like a middle finger versus thumbs down debate that we had on Mostly yesterday. Like, in many ways, a thumbs down is worse to receive than a middle finger.
Absolutely.
It's a bit more thought out, a bit more sincere, not as angry.
Seeing butt cheeks up there, I don't want to see
butt cheeks is kind of funny. But yeah, Bears, Giants, Panthers. Do you have any arguments with that?
No,
Dolphins?
I mean, the Bears look like,
There's another tier, Steven.
Okay.
What's lower than butt cheeks?
It's mega ass cheeks, extra booty sting.
Not the extra booty sting.
The extra booty sting.
man.
Oh, yeah.
Devon A-Chain looked all right? I mean, I don't know, but if Daniel Jones and the Colts are good, then maybe the Dolphins are just actually butt cheeks and not mega butt cheeks extra
They're
booty
bad.
sting.
They're really bad. They're the bad vibes team of the year.
What happened to him? McDaniel was so cool. He was the opposite of bad vibes a little bit ago.
Soft.
Was it Tyreek Hill? I mean, I know he's an awful vibes guy at this point in his career.
Yeah, Tua, soft, the candy ass uniforms.
Do they just never recover from just the awful images of Tua, like
I think
hands curling on the ground?
I think McDonald. I think he lost that locker room too. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
pretty.
I also
evident.
like how you just called him McDonald.
I knew I didn't know McDaniel.
Did I say McCarthy? Did I say McDaniel?
That was the most dad take you could possibly have. McDonald guy. You can't
You saw me freeze, and I was like, "It's not McDonald. It's not McDonald."
I know you did.
Yeah, I know. You
McDonald,
saw me
not a leader.
freeze.
Yeah, I think Rex Ryan was calling him a nerd yesterday. That's what it's over.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's bad.
But I don't want to let the butt category shrink there because the Panthers deserve some lashings here.
Oh, yeah.
Because after everyone saying all offseason they're going to be a surprise team, people thought they'd be very frisky.
Uh-oh.
I did.
He's sitting right there. 9-8, he said.
I picked them at 9-8.
Coach of the
They
year.
stink.
Coach of the year.
Stink.
They got off to a slow start last year and got frisky. Let's see how they progress. But Bryce Young looked awful.
We only thought they were frisky because of how bad they were.
Also,
like they got to be okay.
Yes.
Also, if every year you start bad and then you win a couple games when like teams are injured or teams aren't trying or like that, it's totally different.
That's fake frisky.
Yeah, it's fake frisky. They were fake frisky.
They
They were.
Like yes, they definitely look like it.
There wasn't, again, frisky is and we could do an entire 2 hours on frisky. Frisky is the step before being good. They were fake frisky.
Fair.
The problem is
Fakest.
whenever they suck.
You bet on them?
Yes.
You should.
And it was
love the Jaguars.
It was because I had a good source that was in the Jaguars building and they didn't like what they saw.
Really?
Yes.
I was with you when we heard
Yes.
that. There was a scathing review of the
was
Jaguars.
I don't know if we're allowed to say.
Can't reveal our sources.
He knows?
Yeah. We were all in the room. And there was a bad review for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Interesting, because they looked pretty good.
We can tell you a break and maybe you can
And then I'll say it out loud.
Yeah,
please.
you'll say it.
Yeah.
Season coming up next. I'm going to ruin these guys' relationship with someone on the Jags.
Somebody will be in trouble.
Yes.
Think about the Panthers too when they suck. God, Bryce Young, you just realize how small he is.
Yeah.
He's just so tiny. And so with that in mind, we're going to take a tiny little break. And we'll be back with more Wake Up Barstool next, guys. Do you know how fun it feels to get to read that promo with this music playing in my ear? Like that is like a bucket list level moment right there. Oh my God, pinch me, Mom. I'm dreaming. Dan, do you want to ask any disrespect questions about my mom?
Nope. I found out who said the Jags were going to stink.
You cannot help yourself.
Nope.
Look at that smile
You didn't
on
wait
your
1
face.
second. 1 second.
And do you want?
What are you guys going to do for me today?
Well,
I hope that you don't die.
we're in the same trench. I'll just say that.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm not going to
so-
say
okay.
it because
Truce.
you guys, yeah.
Truce, guys. Truce. with
I know the
everybody.
person. They basically like the doctor is the mother kind of thing.
The horse is named Friday.
Yeah, exactly.
Truce with the truce with the boys. Speaking of which, after week 1, how are you feeling about that Philly KC matchup? Jay, what do you think?
It's a great chance for the Chiefs to bounce back, but they're underdogs. The last time the Chiefs went 0-2 and made the playoffs was 2006. So is this a chance where?
Whoa,
Yeah.
good stat.
Have they ever started 0-2 in the Mahomes era? Surely not, right?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
That was a really good stat.
Thanks.
Nice.
Who was the quarterback that year?
I believe Trent Green.
Okay, that makes sense.
Hell yeah.
Sounds
It
right.
sounds like my childhood.
Can I look at the Chiefs' schedule real quick?
Can we bring it up on the big board, guys?
Yeah, because I think they could start 0-2 and be just fine. I don't know.
I think so too.
I didn't
What
think
is-
Mahomes looked great.
He didn't look great.
Yeah.
But he didn't look
Everybody
great
looks
all of
older.
last year, and they went 15-2,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
All right, here it is. All right, so they'll win against the Giants. Yeah, that's tough though with the Ravens. They could conceivably start 1-3.
I don't know. I have a source though that's not very high on the Jags, so that should be an easy dub.
Jags, Lions. I mean, this is not an easy schedule.
Commanders, Bills too.
Yeah, Commanders and Bills. Yeah, their first through week 9. Like there could be a world that the Chiefs are like 4-5. Is that fair to say?
I think the Raiders are good.
I don't think-
I love how the Raiders are constructed though.
Yeah.
Like they're not threatening the top, but they appear to me to be more competent than kind of the middle tier.
That's
right?
exactly right. It's competency. Pete
Yes.
Carroll and Geno Smith have added competency
Yes.
because that was a game against the Patriots. That game they lose a million times last year because
Yes.
they didn't have competency at the quarterback position. Yeah, I think.
And Ginty's cool. I think Ginty's going to be really fun in Pete Carroll offense.
Is this a must-win for the Chiefs week 2?
Jay, what are the stats when a team starts 0-2 when it comes to making a playoff? Because there's like a lot of
It's very
disconcerting numbers. And I know that's a bit funny because it's one of those, well, you only start 0-2 if you're a bad team, but still.
What was the O?
No. I have to pick a pinky team this year. And it's always, so for people at home who are tuning in, I assume it's a lot of our fans that already know, but every year, I've been doing this for like 6 or 7 years now, every year, a team that starts 0-2 that has Super Bowl aspirations, I will declare after week 2 that they are not going to win the Super Bowl, and that if they do, I'll cut off the tip of my pinky.
Picking the Chiefs for
I
the
always heard
pinky
you
bet?
talk about a pinky team. I
Would
don't
be
think I knew it exactly.
crazy. I do have an out that, like, last year I could have picked the Ravens and I didn't because I was like, I don't actually believe that I believe they could still win the Super Bowl. So I do pick my honest answer, although last year was the Rams and that team could have definitely won the Super Bowl. The closest I've gotten was the Rams last year. The Texans, I think the first year I did it, the Texans was the year they won like 9 in a row, remember?
Okay, yeah, they went on a run.
But you can't take the most butt team. Is that the rule?
No, you have to take a team that has legitimate Super Bowl aspirations.
Oh,
There's
okay,
always
okay. That's
So
what I
it
was missing
can't
out a
be,
little
no.
bit. Okay,
It has to be a
okay.
legit, like going into the season, this is a team that at least someone said, yeah, they could win a Super Bowl.
Ooh, that's
Okay.
I
scary,
mean, with all
brother.
the favorites kind of winning last week,
Yeah, that's scary. And
you might be forced to take the Chiefs.
Let's look at the 0-1 teams, if we can pull up the 0-1 teams.
Can we pull up the NFL standings,
Because
guys?
Lions, maybe.
The Ravens.
The Lions,
Lions.
I would feel confident if the Bears beat them, I'll definitely pick the Lions. They won't win the Super Bowl. If the Bears beat them, come on.
Would you
The Bears don't beat the
Bears.
team that's gonna win the Super Bowl.
Correct.
Would you get put under to get your pinky removed?
I've had this discussion. I don't think you legally can do it. Like a doctor can't do
But you
it.
could
I've
go to
talked
Europe.
a
Yeah, you'd
doctor
have to
and
go to
they were
like Colombia.
They're
Yeah.
like, the doctor was like, yeah, we don't just like maim people.
Okay.
Left hand too. I
Yeah.
assume? All right.
You would almost have to intentionally get bit by like a snake.
Yeah, that's
And
not a
then
bad
they
On the
would
idea.
tip of my pinky.
Yeah, and
Tip
then
of
they
your
would have to
pinky.
take it off.
All right, so let's see. Teams that are 0-1 that
on, I'll bring it
are
up.
realistically Super Bowl contenders. I mean, Seahawks would be one if they lost.
I
Realistic
think
Super
you're
Bowl
boxed into the
aspirations?
Chiefs. I'll be very
Would
honest.
No.
Would Atlanta count?
Atlanta would count.
Okay.
If I wanted to pick Atlanta.
Ravens are in there.
Atlanta's at
You
Ravens
can
are
look into
definitely-
your heart and say that Atlanta has Super Bowl aspirations.
No, that feels like a cop-out. I think,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'd have to look at what the preseason odds were.
Lions.
Yeah,
like
I could
we
be in
said.
trouble.
Yeah,
I could
yeah.
be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
It's
there's
gotta be
not
the Chiefs.
There's not a
gotta
lot.
be.
There's not a lot, Dan. I'm not gonna lie. This is a big week 2 for your pinky.
Nope, got it. Texans. Texans are not going to win. I need the Bucs to beat the Texans. That's a fair pick.
That might be your biggest game of the year.
That's a huge game. I need the Bucs to beat the Texans because then I will absolutely pick the Texans.
And you feel good about that, too.
And I feel good about that. I feel very good about that.
You're
And I think that absolutely covers, like, there were definitely people who were saying the Texans could win the
Yeah,
Super
that's fine. Yeah. Playoffs 2 years in a row. CJ Stroud looking awesome 2 years ago. Kind of falling back, but still a good team overall.
Yeah. Man. Okay, well,
And they've saved your pinky before. Correct, you said? You've gone Texans before in this?
I have gone Texans before.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I did have a conversation. That was, I think, the year that I was at an LSU tailgate and I was talking to a drunk doctor, and he was like, and he was just like, yeah, we don't do that. I was like, what do you mean you don't do that? You can't like put me under and just like take part of my pinky? He's like, no, you don't just get to do surgery where you just take a part of your body.
What's the
off.
point of having money if you just can't remove your
It's
pink?
crazy. It's
South
crazy.
America, but to Nick's point, like South America would do
Yeah,
it.
they'll take it.
We could easily find ways. Maybe we do like a big we go like hunt some ducks.
He's
eat
not
some
traveling
steaks.
Do you
anywhere
want to
for
keep
this.
the
No, I'm
tip?
not
Some red wine.
No,
No,
isn't
it's just the tip. It's
Well, no,
like the-
but like, would you bring it home?
Oh yeah, maybe put on a necklace. It would be it's a thrilling bet every year. Last year the Rams, I was legitimately concerned because I thought if they beat the Eagles,
They
had
play
a
the
chance.
Eagles the best out of anybody.
Yeah,
You're blindfolded up and you're sticking that pinky in the ice cream machine. Like, that's the only way this happens.
yeah.
Just leave it overnight.
A little mini guillotine while I watch the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah,
That
use like
would
a
be
cigar
funny.
cutter.
Yeah.
And then you could put the pinky on a pinky ring. You could wear your own pinky tip like on a ring around your pinky. That'd be
How
great.
fun would it be though if someone was like if you just see my nub and there's like what happens Texans.
Yeah.
Football injury.
Yeah, you know, and like why did you
won
lose
the
that
Super
bet?
Bowl.
Yeah, like what would you have won on the other side? Nothing. It's a bet I did with myself that was really stupid. And that if I keep doing every single year, statistically, it will happen.
Has to.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, look. Good luck. The one thing, boss, I don't want you to lose tip of your pinky. Not even for the bit. It's a great bit.
It would be kind of
I don't want you
badass,
to do it.
though.
I
You
think
gotta
so.
admit.
I think
Yeah,
so.
but like, how
It would be funny when your kids ask about it.
Yeah,
when
how you
you're-
explain
when
that
you're-
to the kids?
Tell them, hey, don't
is life.
Don't say things out loud that you aren't going to back up.
Mr. Bunny took it
It's
off?
actually,
I don't know.
It's actually a really good life lesson. Like, be careful what you say out loud. We're in this family,
Accountability.
we're men and women of our word.
Yes. We stand by our word, and so you can trust me that we have one more segment left here on today's Wake Up Barstool. It's going to be very fun. Continue to talk NFL. So keep it locked here on FS1. We're going to be replaying right after the show. Be up on YouTube later as well. Follow Wake Up Barstool everywhere, and we'll be back on the other side. What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool here on FS1, 8 to 10 Eastern, 7 to 9 Central. Hope everybody's having a great morning, having some fun. We are closing the book on a week of football. Tomorrow we will turn the page and look at next week. But we're going to close out today's show with our own resident sociopath's game. That is Stephen Cheah. And he has crafted a game. I'll let you take it away and explain it to the people here.
Sure. So as I mentioned in the last segment, the last time the Chiefs started 0-2 was 2006. They're playing the Eagles this weekend. They're currently 1.5 underdogs. Now also in 2006, a big platform that's important to us, Twitter, X, the Everything app, launched. So I wanted to see.
That's just not right.
2006?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Really?
I remember getting on.
2010.
No, I think it became more popular, but like it officially
Launched in 2006?
it launched in 2006. So
JD.
I wanted to play a game. Whose tweet was this? And this is everyone's first tweet. So I'll go around.
First tweet ever?
First tweet ever.
boy.
Oh, God.
I think mine was.
This is good. Don't say it. So I'll start with T-Bob. Who do you think this is? July 25th, 2013. Wark Dunn, number 28, red jersey, has got to be a top 5 selling jersey of all time. Just seen about 5 of them driving through the west side.
Okay, I thought this game was going to be bad. I didn't realize it would be this bad.
and it's not.
Who
It's
could
not,
be tweeting about war?
And it's you.
What is this?
It is actually Eddie Barstool.
Oh, all right,
Your
maybe
first
I-
tweet is about
What?
work done?
Yeah, I saw a guy pushing a shopping cart in the West Side in a work done jersey. Like, that's a great jersey.
That's the first ever tweet.
Look at that.
No way, dude.
I'm pretty sure my first tweet was a tweet at Big Cat. Though,
It was a tweet at Big
Apply.
Cat. It actually didn't go public because you just tweeted it.
Oh yeah,
I
because
was
added.
I thought it was going to be tweets from this Sunday, but okay, yeah, keep going.
Big Cat, I'll next. You next. Morgan Webb is like a fine wine. She gets better with age. Hashtag E3 on G4.
Is that Nick?
I'm not that big of a dork.
Oh,
That's gotta be
dork.
T-Bone.
That's me, dude.
Well, you both are dorks, but
Not that. Not that. No.
The wine was a dead giveaway. It's
I
Steve
know,
Bob.
bro. Okay, relax. Relax.
yeah, that is
Look
true,
at that.
Che. Way to go, Che.
No, I will say, Morgan Webb, I don't know where you're at nowadays, but my God, I loved X-Play with you and Adam Sessler. You were the absolute best. I hope life is going
none of these
great.
It was a video game
Anything
channel.
Yeah, I was.
You don't remember G4, the old video game channel?
Do I know
Where
Morgan Webb?
She was the host of X-Play.
Oh, okay.
I don't know any of these.
It was like a video game TV show. It was awesome, man. She was beautiful. She was beautiful. And she was hosting E3 that year. I don't know.
E3 and G4.
man.
First tweet. I'm proud of that first tweet. Hell
first
yeah,
tweet.
dude.
Yeah.
I remember my wife being like, here's Morgan Webb. Like, don't worry about it, babe.
Eddie, whose first tweet was this? Life is nuts. In baseball, a strike is bad, and in bowling, it's good. So strange to me. Won't be sleeping tonight.
That's Nick.
Yeah, that's.
That's gotta
Golly.
How are you
banger.
funny out the gates?
That's a banger.
How are you funny out the gates
That's a
like that,
banger.
dude?
That's so dumb.
No, that's good.
Here's one from March 15th, 2010. The Spy's Fact of the Day, and just a very shady URL.
Oh yeah, that's me.
What's the shady
No, it was just a
URL?
blog. Yeah, it was probably a blog.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
What, do you remember what
even
that
know.
fact was?
Was that the tiny URL days?
What's
Yeah,
the spy's fact?
I don't know. Who knows?
Oh,
This is-
I need to know way
Well, you
more.
could tell me tweets from like a week ago, and I'd be like, I don't know.
yes.
That's how bad it
Did
is.
put
you
up numbers.
see who has the most total number of tweets
It
in
has
the
to be
crew?
Big Cat.
Yeah.
It has to be.
You wish you had that one back though. First tweet.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. Like, I remember Twitter just being like, "What is this?" Okay,
Yes.
we just tweet thoughts.
My first tweet, I wished former New York Knicks basketball player Nate Robinson a happy birthday.
Love that.
From a Knicks season ticket holder.
My dude.
Che used Twitter correctly. back then.
Tagged him and everything.
Yeah.
It was good to go.
Look how sincerely kind that is. Happy birthday, my dude.
Yep.
Wow, that was just very nice.
Yep.
Very nice.
Well, there it is, our first ever tweets. I like that game, Jay, for what it's worth.
well, you can only play it once.
You can only play it once. But it was fun trip.
No, let's wait. We should run it back next week.
The second tweet.
Look, really fun morning here on Wake Up Barstool. Like I said, coming up tomorrow, we're going to turn the page. We're going to start to preview week 2 of the NFL, week 3 of college football. We'll have Brandon Walker, Ebo, Connor, KB. So that's going to be a ton of fun. I have a question here on the way out for, I think we're all like getting older. We're all kind of the same age. When I go to the bathroom, I've been having a lot of trouble peeing my pants a little bit. When I'm
just
done.
dribble?
Just dribble.
Yeah, I mean that's just.
And
That's
I'm
not even
cognizant
age.
of it.
That's just.
Mine's beyond dribble.
Yeah.
But it's getting worse with age, though, Dan.
No, I dribble on my pants since I was a little boy.
I had to do a pillow over my lap on the gambling cave because it was a mess.
I see. I think the age thing is actually I just don't care. Like when I
You
come out of the
freed yourself
bathroom
from
and
being self-conscious
when it's
about it.
clear that I've peed on myself, I'm like, yeah, guys,
I'm
peed on
ashamed. I
myself.
pull my. It looks like a Pollock canvas.
Yeah.
We've talked about this recently, and someone DM'd me. They said if you push on your paint, I'm not sure if I could use the real word. It goes-
Whatever
it
could
helps.
he mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Put like
I don't know if I could. Can he say that?
my pelvis.
I'm
like
just
a-
impatient.
No, you can say
like
penis.
the gap betwixt.
I'm just.
Oh, the gap betwixt. Oh, really?
Yeah,
Like
it's a word.
underhand?
Yeah, that's
and then
I'm just impatient. Do you guys ever do the? I try to flush while I'm going to the bathroom.
You're that impatient?
Yeah,
Time is money.
Trying to time it correctly.
Yeah, but, okay, but what
It's a
if,
thrill if you get it correct.
do you flush again if there's just a tiny
No.
bit? Okay.
No, then I just leave it.
I've been saying it for years. Sitting down to pee is underrated.
Okay.
I don't do it. I don't do it all the
like
time.
it.
Agree.
I
Still
don't like
agree,
it.
Cheah.
Folks,
But if
that's
you're ever,
Stephen Cheah.
if you're wearing some light pants, sit down to pee.
Full agree.
100% full pee.
I could not.
On your
Do
phone.
you do it? You don't sit down in the middle of the night?
Never.
It feels so good, dude.
Ever.
Oh,
It's a
it
smart
feels-
move.
It feels so much better than doing this, where you're like leaned over, like still half asleep. You just pop down and just kind of close your eyes. It feels
No.
great.
Middle of the night, it's a smart move.
Yeah.
The trough, though, at the stadium is the best.
Yeah. It's like a bonding moment. It's like the shower with the boys after
You
the
like to
game.
look at other guys.
Yeah, you're peeking.
I'm not looking at
You're
other
using the
guys.
perimeter.
Yeah, you are.
You're using the perimeter.
No,
It's
straight
impossible at
ahead.
the trough to not see other guys.
It's very possible.
Oh,
No.
when you get like when you see the shake,
Yeah.
it pops in.
Yeah.
It's that's
Urinals
just
that go to the floor,
fellas
elite.
bonding, dude.
Urinals that
You're
go to the
being
floor.
vulnerable with each other.
Urinals
guys.
with ice,
Oh, that's fun.
The
The melting
best.
process, a blast.
the best.
I do like ever since Porta Potties added that little bucket on the side. I feel like that was a big piece of tech. All right, guys, thank you so much. Huge shout out to the production room, everybody else for making this great show happen. We hope you had fun, and we'll see you tomorrow. Wake Up Barstool.